We want to take a moment to thank Mr. Ritz and HCAM. I know he's been aching to get back and record concerts. Tonight's concert, unfortunately, will not be live streamed. It will be out on YouTube later. We want to take a moment and thank our Hopkinton Middle School administration for all their support over the last few years. It's been tough, but they've helped us tremendously over the last 21 months. And then finally, as you saw as you came in, the Hopkinton Music Association promotes, supports, and advocates for exceptional music education for all students of the Hopkinton Public Schools. We ask you to do two things tonight. Please consider becoming a member. We'd love to have more members join. And as you saw, there is a raffle basket. Tickets are $2 each or 3 for $5. The raffle tickets will be drawn after the last concert, December 22nd. And now Mrs. O'Toole and the 6th grade orchestra.
Okay, good evening, everybody. And again, I just want to say that this is so exciting. This group on stage right now is the very first group to perform on this stage since December 2019. Yeah, it's awesome. Before we begin tonight, I just want to take a moment to say thank you to all of you. I think the last 2 years have really taught all of us how important music is in our lives, and not having it or having it in other ways has just been really different. And I just want to say that none of this would be possible without all of you in the audience. These students wouldn't be here if they didn't have the support of their parents, their guardians, their grandparents, their siblings who get to listen to them practice with those first notes. So I just want to say how grateful I am to all of you. And we want to say thank you to all of you too. So we're going to have a great big orchestra clap just for you guys. Middle school is a really interesting time. There's a lot of emotional check-ins, some tears. There is a lot of stuff that we have to learn, and there's a lot of compromises. And I'm just talking about myself, but I've heard that they've had to go through some of it as well. And I just want to say that these people on stage with me right now, I've had so much fun getting to know them, and I'm truly grateful for all of them too. So I just want to say thank you. Also, before we turn the applause to them, I would like to do a really quick thank you. I have a couple of older students in the audience on the orchestra stage today. So if you guys could just do a quick stand up, I won't introduce you and embarrass you too much. So I have some 8th graders that are here, and they're helping out to mentor and help out these students with their very first concert. So their last concert was 6th grade themselves. So I just want to say thank you to all of them too. All right, thank you guys. So I'm going to actually walk you through a little bit of what we've been doing in 6th grade orchestra. The very first thing we're going to do today for you is we're going to give you a D major scale. The D major scale, it's kind of like learning the notes. We learn the notes of a scale just like you would learn the letters to an alphabet, for those of you who haven't played an instrument before. And then we learn how to kind of string them together, and just like the alphabet, we have a D major scale. So we are going to play that for you now, and we're going to play it once, and then we're also going to play it in a round where we're going to break the orchestra up into 2 halves. So it's the same exact music, but one group is starting first, and then the other group starts, and it's on purpose. So here's a D major scale. So as you can see, that's just kind of our basic. These are all the things that we need to learn at first. So we were able to take one part and then break it into two. So this next piece we're going to play is called a mighty triad. And the triad consists of 3 notes, and we have 3 different parts being played here. We've got violin, and then violin and viola together, and then our cello group. So a mighty triad, this is a song about 3 different pieces, or 3 different parts all coming together. So this next song we're going to do, I think is probably going to be a little bit familiar to some of you. And if there are any Elmwood students in the audience, I think you're going to know this one. This is Ode to Joy. So we took Ode to Joy. Some of them learned it last year if they were playing, but then we took it and we changed the rhythm up a little bit. And then we actually learned a harmony part. So what I'm going to do right now is we're going to play the melody or the tune that you guys all know. So now what I'm going to do for you is we're actually going to play a harmony part. And for those of you who know, the melody is kind of the part that you would sing in the shower or sing when you hear a song. The harmony is kind of like that lesser known part. It doesn't necessarily always stand alone by itself, but when you add it to the melody, it creates a really nice, rich, and full sound with the orchestra. So just so you can hear the harmony part by itself, we're going to play that. And then we are going to have, I'm going to split the orchestra in half again, and we're going to play the melody and the harmony, and you can hear that fullness all together. So hopefully some of you recognize that one. This next one, or our last piece for tonight, is called A Winter Storm. And what we did with this piece is we actually learned how to play a minor scale, and we learned something in minor. Most of the stuff we do is major. And for those of you, again, if you're not a musician, in the simplest form, major is happy and bright, and minor is kind of sad and dark, or maybe a little twisted. It gives a little bit of a more subdued sound to it. We often learn things in major first, and then eventually we will go into something minor. So I'm going to play this one. I'm going to have everyone play the first 5 notes for you, because I want you to hear it, because it's going to start at the beginning, and then it's going to come back. And it gives this image of maybe not necessarily a really happy, bright holiday snowstorm, but this is something maybe a little bit darker, and you can kind of hear the winds go through the song as we play it. So I'm going to have them play the first 5 notes first, so you can hear it in your head, and then we'll start the song. So again, I just want to say thank you so much to everybody. Thank you for coming out, and thank you for those who couldn't be here, but you're watching on HCAM. And I cannot wait to see what this group has for you in March. It's going to be exciting. All right, thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful holiday season, and have a great night.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for coming out. We are so excited to be here. I can't even tell you how proud I am of these folks. They are doing things musically, vocally, that I did not think was going to be possible by this time. And I'm so impressed with how much they've been able to dive in and just go for it and not be afraid of just showing themselves and being part of the music. It's been really phenomenal. So I'm very, very proud of all of you for that. Fantastic. I do want to thank a huge thank you to Miss Margarita Porzio, our fantastic accompanist. Yay. And for our final piece tonight, I wanted to kind of remind us a nice message that I feel like, though this year and a half has been like no other we've lived through, really, at least most of us anyway, there were some beautiful takeaways that we had for at least a while there. And one of them was to be able to take some time and to appreciate the time and pause, do a little less, enjoy each other, and find the beauty in all of those things that maybe we didn't have time to do before, or maybe we forgot to appreciate because we were just always doing them. And that's how it always was. So one of the things that I wanted to do with these students was to take a Liberian folk song. Whew, it's been a long day. A Liberian folk song called Take Time in Life. And the entire purpose of this song is to remember to stop once in a while, to pause, to stop trying to do all the things, and to enjoy each other and enjoy what you're doing. Maybe it's making music, maybe it's painting, maybe it's just being still, but to enjoy that time. So if we learned nothing else, keep that with you every once in a while, especially when you most need it, right? We do have a few percussionists playing tonight. We have, I always write them down because that's the smart way to be. We have Tegan, we have Sophie, and we have Alex helping us out tonight. I hope you enjoy. This is called Take Time in Life. Thank you so much.
Take time in life, my brother. Take time in life, take time in life. time in life, far way to go. When you work all day with no time to play, you must stop and say you better take time in life. Take time in life. Take time in life. Take time in life, 'cause you've got far way to go. Take time in life. Take time in life, my brother. Take time in life. Take time in life, my brother. Take time in life. Take time in life, my brother. Take time in life. Take time in life.
And we're going to pass your students back to you and bring in the band students. Thank you all.
In the meantime, there's a couple other thank yous that I want to make sure that I do tonight. The students that have been assisting in the auditorium and on stage are members of our Hopkinton High School Tri-M Music National Honor Society. So I want to take a moment and thank them for their volunteer hours this evening. And I also want to thank Alex Tannenbaum, who's also a student at the high school, for helping provide all the sound this evening. Thank you.
Please give us just a minute while our percussion switches up. So, I joke around with the kids that now's the time when I have to find some things to say and vamp. But I really just want to take a moment to share what the students on stage mean to us, and it's a really special group for me. On March 9th last year, in 2020, or 2019, I never thought in my life that I'd really see the day the music died. And I really think that happened for us. And as a music department, we really struggled without the kids on stage. So to see 105 students sign up for this year really warmed my heart. And they've worked really hard. And I'm really proud to be a part of them. I know Mr. Purdy is as well. So it's really great that we're here tonight. So there's a lot of firsts. Obviously, it's their first concert, our first indoor concert in 2 years, just about. our first sixth grade class that's starting their instruments here as sixth graders in this building. Never had that before. So there's a lot of things to be proud of. And I for one, am going to remember this group for quite some time, forever. So you guys have done an outstanding job. You should be proud of yourself tonight. You sound fantastic. You've really put in a lot of work. I'm really amazed with the 3 months that we've spent together, the incredible progress they've made. I hope you enjoy.